Hey there, have you ever told yourself, time will heal all wounds, or they didn't really mean to hurt me, so it's okay, I'll be fine, or I'll just forgive and forget and leave it in the past? Did you know that those are lies? And those lies prevent you from really healing from what has happened to you in the past. I'm Jenny from Love More to Live, where we talk about relationships and getting healthy, and today we're diving into the 8 lies you may be telling yourself that are preventing you from healing from past hurts. We often tell ourselves lies to make us feel better, but those lies actually prevent us from doing the work of healing and getting past those things. The trouble with these lies is that they have a flavor of rightness, and we hear them in church. They get passed down as life truths, wisdom from one generation to the next. Just forgive and forget, just give it some time and you'll feel better. They didn't really mean to hurt you, so just get over it. As a Christian, you shouldn't be harboring feelings like this. You must forgive and you must forget about it. But this is not true, people. These things actually can get in the way of renewing and getting over the past hurts, because you're actually blocking your ability to heal. So let's dive in and explore the 8 lies you may be telling yourself. Number 1 is time will heal. Memories do fade, but the lies and their pain and the resulting behaviors as a result of those lies do not. Wounds only heal in the context of time if they're dealt with, if you've done the work to process them, to own them, to acknowledge them, to do the work of healing. So that's the only way that a wound will heal with time, is that you're actually doing the work, not suppressing it or denying it. Instead of doing that, though, we often practice suppression, where we just push it down, and every time it surfaces, we just push it away, and we just say, no, I'll forgive and forget. I'm not going to let this affect my life anymore. But it does affect your life. It carries on affecting your life, even if you think it's not. And some people are even successful of suppressing so much to the point of repression, where you can't remember those things at all. They just don't exist in your mind anymore. But just because it's been repressed and you can't remember it doesn't mean it's not impacting your life. Those lies will still get triggered and cause suffering, and because we don't know where the true source of pain is coming from, we often blame others, and it's usually your spouse that gets the blame for the pain that you're feeling, because they happen to maybe just trigger something from the past. So time doesn't heal unless you're doing the work. Number 2 is forgive and forget. We hear that one a lot. And this is a spiritualized way of saying, just deny it and suppress it. Just pretend it's not there and stuff it down. So forgiveness is an important part of healing, but it's not a magic switch that you can just do like, I must forgive, and you just do it and now everything's fixed. It doesn't work that way. Forgiveness can only happen when you've actually counted the cost, when you know what you're forgiving the person for. You can't just say, I'm just going to forgive and forget. What are you forgiving them for? You need to own that hurt, name it, label it, so that you understand clearly what you're actually forgiving that person for. Can you say, I'm forgiving so-and-so for doing this and this and this to me? So that takes care of the forgiving part. But what about the forgetting part? Let's not practice suppression. What we need to do is we've got to find genuine release from that pain, from the lies that we've believed as a result of what happened. We've got to find genuine release, and the Holy Spirit is the only one that can give us that release and give us the truth about those lies. Lie number 3 is, I'll be fine. No, you will not be fine. You will not be fine unless you are busy doing the work of healing and owning it. So pain has a source. It has a reason for being there, and it doesn't just go away on its own. You will not be fine until the Holy Spirit has come in and brought healing and release from the pain that you're experiencing. Number 4 is, they never intended to hurt me. Well, that may be true, but the hurt is still real. And the fact that they never intended to hurt you doesn't mean that your wound is invalid. Your wound is a wound, no matter how or why or where or when it was inflicted. And often people who have our best interests at heart can wound us. Until we learn to separate the good person from the painful experience, We're never going to hold them accountable for what they did to us. We're going to just make excuses for them. No, they didn't mean it. They didn't mean it. They didn't intend to hurt me. And we've got to confront that pain and allow the person to be accountable for what they did. So a wound is a wound, no matter what the motive was behind it. Number 5 is, my relationship with the person is so good now. I don't want to mess with that. I don't want to go scratch where I shouldn't scratch and stir up trouble. Let's just leave it. Well, the reality is, confronting a person or dealing with your pain does not mean that it's going to make the relationship with that person worse. If done in the right way, with compassion, without anger and wounded emotions, if you go in and confront the person with the desire to restore the relationship, with the desire to explain what they did to you and help them understand, then your relationship could get better with that person. However, dealing with your past does not always require that you confront the person, but it does mean that you hold them accountable for what they did. Lie number 6 is, oh, it probably wasn't as bad as I'm making it out to be. You're minimizing, which is preventing you from really feeling what you feel and doing the work of healing. We often believe that if we reduce the event, then we'll reduce the pain, but it doesn't work that way. As long as we minimize our wounds, we'll not find release. Lie number 7 is, it doesn't bother me anymore. I don't feel anything about it. Well, just because you feel nothing about something doesn't mean that you feel nothing about what happened. Because you could be suppressing. Suppression to the point of repression doesn't mean that those things are not affecting you anymore. You just can't remember them, but they're still having an impact on your life. And the last lie, number 8, is it's best to just leave it alone. Don't go there. We're often afraid that going and digging the past up will create more harm. But the reality is that more harm comes when we don't face the truth. Not addressing the truth means that we will be assaulted by the lies embedded in those memories over and over and over again. It doesn't go away. We can't change what happened, but we can change what we believe as a result of what happened. So, oh my word, what's been going on with my hair? So, it's time to stop believing the lies we've been told for years, that it's okay, you'll get over it, time will heal, don't make a big deal of it, just forgive and forget. It's time to stop believing those lies and give ourselves permission to feel what we feel, give ourselves permission to hold people accountable, give ourselves permission to say, yes, that hurt, that really did hurt me. To give ourselves permission to dig up the past and deal with it. I'm praying and I'm hoping that you will do this work, because all I can say from a personal experience, for me, doing this work has made a great change in my life. You know, I've told you before, I have a history of emotional abuse, and it affected my life in many ways. And for me, doing this work has been transformational. I recently took a course. It's helped me so much overcome the lies that are embedded in the memories and the things that happened to me. It's making a huge impact to my triggers. I want to share that with you. If you feel that the time is right for you to start dealing with your stuff, contact me, make an appointment. Let's set up a time where we can talk and help you get over the pain of the past. That's what I want for you. I'm experiencing it. It's a release. It's a relief. It's a blessing. I'm becoming much more healthy through this experience, and I want that for you. So, that's my story for today. If you enjoyed it, please hit like, and if you haven't yet subscribed, do that too, and hit the bell so you don't miss out on future videos. And I'll see you next time. Bye.